Yo, what up guys, Bo here. We all know the benefit of what a standing desk can offer. You know, get your blood flowing, better posture, get your butt off the chair, yada yada yada. Well, today's gonna be none of that. Instead, I'm gonna show you just how incredibly versatile and useful a standing desk can be as a B-roll table or doing product shots. Check it out. If you've ever worked with tripods, then you know when you get that perfect height setup. You don't want to touch it again. Especially if you have a heavier setup. It can be a pain in the butt to take off the camera, adjust the legs, put the camera back on, level it, and hopefully it's the height that you wanted. But if it's too tall or too short, you gotta do it all over again. So a while back I thought to myself, instead of adjusting the tripod, wouldn't it be a lot easier to just press a button and adjust the table instead? There are a ton of sit-stand desks out there, from, really cheap, crappy ones to really expensive ones. And it all comes down to your budget. The one that I settled on is from a company called Fully, not sponsored by the way. The standing desk is called JARVIS. The great thing about JARVIS is that since I don't plan on using it as a computer desk, I can get the frame only as I already have a tabletop. When you go on Fully's website, there are a number of options you can choose, from things like color, frame width, the range, which lets you choose how low or how high you can go, and a few more. I have an IKEA white tabletop that fits my space nicely and is a decent size for shooting product shots. The config that I went with is silver, wide frame width, extended range, and programmable memory module. One of the more impressive things about JARVIS is its 350-pound lift capacity. I don't think I'll ever put anything close to 350 pounds on it, but it's great to know that it can take the weight. The frame is made of heavy-duty powder-coated steel with dual motors, so a bit of wobble is only present when you get to the max height of 49 inches. And you most likely won't be using at that height unless you're like 7 feet tall. Putting it all together is super simple and only took me about 30 minutes. It's nice that Fully doesn't force you to choose their tabletop, but if you do decide to get their tabletop, they have a whole bunch of options, anything from like bamboo to walnut of various sizes. So something for everyone. But let's say I'm shooting some B-roll baby Groot here, and I want to do a slide shot of a low camera angle, using a slider with a heavy head module, plus dropping a heavy camera on it. It would take me a while to take everything off, adjust the height, put the slider and then the camera back on, and then check my frame. And if it's still off, rinse and repeat. All that just for one shot. So here's an easier way. Boom, and done. You're thinking, all right, so you save 3 minutes, big whoop. But if I had to do 15 or more of these shots, you can see just how much time I can save. And that's just for one video. Another great use is if I'm doing like a top down for like an unboxing shot, and let's say I'm using a prime lens. So the only way to compose your image is to move the camera up and down, or move the rig the camera is attached to, and sometimes they can get really heavy. I have mine rigged to a boom arm on top of a C-stand with a sandbag to counterbalance the camera on the other end. And if I need to zoom in and out, I have to adjust the C-stand, really hope nothing crashes down on me. Or I can just press a button, and voila. If I want to do a top-down macro shot with my 100mm lens, it's great that I can get the table down to about 23 inches and not have to deal with getting on a step stool to take the shot. I've been using JARVIS for the past 3 months and it's been a real joy. Oh, definitely spring the extra $40 for wheels, because this thing weighs a ton, and to have the ability to move your table around is honestly priceless. I want a decent sized white tabletop and I picked one up at IKEA. It's actually a dining tabletop, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name, but I'll definitely link it down below if you want to check it out. The memory module has manual up and down buttons, 3 customized height setting buttons, plus a lock button, which is really helpful if you have kids that like to come in and just touch and press everything. If you happen to lower your desk and you got something underneath it, the motors will stop it as soon as it senses an obstacle, which is a really great safety feature. You definitely don't need to get the JARVIS, especially if you're only going to use it for like a B-roll or photography or doing unboxing videos. I've wanted one for a while and I feel like it gives the best bang for the buck in terms of what it offers. And think about this, if you ever do decide to use that as a computer desk down the road, you have that option, and this will have no issue handling whatever weight you throw at it. If you use a standing desk for your everyday use, let me know what kind down in the comments. Okay, that's it for today. If you want to see more videos like this, just smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and get notified if you haven't done so already. This is Bo. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.